What did I even just read? Honestly, this might be one of my new favorite series that we have started on this channel. It's been a lot of fun reading bizarre, insane stories. The first one we have today, my husband wants to cut off a lifelong friend after he made AI adult videos of me. Okay, this story came April 5th, 2026. Very fresh. My husband has been best friends with this guy since childhood. They grew up down the street from each other. I've been with my husband for 8 years, and I've known this friend for the entire time. A few nights ago, the friend's girlfriend called my husband and told him she went through his phone and found a large amount of AI-generated adult videos, including content made of me. I didn't find out until the next morning. My husband showed me a screen recording that she sent. He had taken photos directly from my Instagram and turned them into explicit clips. I never even thought of AI being used for that. That makes me want to throw up. I think I absolutely hate this lip color on me. Guys, this lip color I don't think this lip color is for me. I was gonna give it a try. I don't like it, but we're committed. I felt completely sick. I asked my husband to take me to his house so I could delete everything. We picked up the girlfriend and we went together. When we got there, he refused to come out. He made fake puking noises and slid his phone under the door instead of facing us. I went through his phone and deleted everything I could find. There were 20 plus images and videos of me. Oh my gosh. But also, I'm gonna throw up, his mom, his sisters, including one who is visibly pregnant, his girlfriend, and other women. We deleted everything from his phone, cloud storage, and camera roll. Now I feel extremely violated. Looking back, there were red flags. He would push conversations towards my sex life, asking inappropriate questions, and even suggested that I should sleep with other men. When he briefly lived with us, I thought I saw him peeking into our bedroom while I was changing, but I never told my husband because I did not want to damage their friendship. This person needs a psychiatric evaluation. Now my husband wants to completely cut him off, obviously. I support that, but I'm unsure if there's any value in hearing him out first, or if it's better to just move on and have no further contact. There's also another layer. I work with him, and I actually helped him get this job a few years ago. Now I don't know how I'm supposed to interact with him at work, and I'm considering going to HR because I feel really uncomfortable being around him. I'm trying to figure out, number one, how to approach this decision about cutting him off versus hearing him out. Number two, how to support my husband through losing a lifelong friendship. Number three, how to handle the workplace situation in a way that protects me without escalating things more than necessary. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. There's no way I could ever remain friends with someone like that.
You can't sit with us!
That's just some disturbing stuff. He's got family members in that folder. That's sick. That alone would be enough. Take me out of that folder, that's enough for me, where I'm like, we need to, red flag, like 1,000 of them. Edit. I want to clarify a couple things since some assumptions are being made. I fully support my husband cutting him off. That's not something I'm on the fence about, and I have no intention of continuing any kind of relationship with him. My hesitation around cutting him off completely without any conversation comes from a place of concern, not forgiveness. His family lives out of state, and he has struggled with both mental health issues and alcoholism. We are essentially the only people he has locally. If there were to be any conversation, it wouldn't be to reconcile or excuse anything. It would be to hear him out briefly and point him towards support and resources before closing the door completely. I understand that I do not owe him that, and I'm still deciding if that's even the right thing to do. As for feeling conflicted, it's because prior to this, we were close. I viewed him almost like a brother, which makes the situation even more unsettling and complicated to process emotionally. Regarding the photos, I understand why some people think deleting them wasn't the best move. At the time, I was focused on immediate damage control and getting those images off his phone and cloud as quickly as possible. That felt like the safest and most effective action at the moment. Also, I don't know what to tell those of you that think I'm making this up. It's what happened. Without completely exposing myself, here's a screenshot of part of the conversation the girlfriend and my husband had when she was telling him what she found. Oh, we're gonna read that. My question is, obviously those aren't real photos of you. They are generated by AI. So those nude photos are not actually you, like your body that he took on his phone. So even if you delete them, can't he just go on and have them remade at any second, anytime he wants? Of anybody? Weird. All right, so we got the text. Someone said, how much of it did you get on your video? Girlfriend said, I don't know, most of it. Well, not true. There was a lot. He's crashing out right now, but I'm not actually worried about that at the moment. Can you either cut the videos to only the parts with her or just send it to me and I'll do it? I don't particularly care to see his AI generated family, but I can't in good conscience ask you to do that again. I'm scared he will hurt me. I just got home. Can you call me please for just a minute? I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. What's your phone number? Oh, this might be like on Instagram or something. Yeah, it definitely is. Some kind of DM. That's terrifying, girl. We have an update and it came April 9th, 4 days later. I have decided to stop contact immediately. The friend reached out to my husband and I have a very lengthy text explaining his feelings and sort of taking accountability. I've blocked him and I will not be entertaining any further contact. I did report it to my HR department and the situation is being appropriately addressed. Thanks to everyone who encouraged me to do so. I was fearful that I would have to talk about this embarrassing situation at work and that nothing would come from it, but all of the affirmation here helped me have the confidence to report it anyways. In regard to legal action, I will not be pursuing anything at the moment. I do not wish to open myself to the stress of a legal battle with a very gray area. Call me crazy, but the friend has been through enough chaos with all the people that are dropping him from their lives. As for his family, my husband spoke with one of his family members and it is now in their hands. That's an awkward conversation to have. How they choose to proceed is up to them, and I won't update that part of the story anymore. For all the comments suggesting therapy, I am already attending weekly therapy sessions. My issues with this man have already been a topic of conversation, and this definitely gives me plenty more to sort through. I'm not qualified, and I don't know if any of us are qualified to handle a situation like this, because what did I even just read for real though? What world are we living in? Ugh, God. This life scares me sometimes deeply. It really does. Next story. Am I overreacting? I caught my boyfriend peeing in the sink. All right. I really don't know what to make of this. March 26th, 2026. I, female 22, am a bit of a late bloomer. I started dating my boyfriend, male 26, around 6 months ago. This is my first relationship, so I don't know if this is a normal thing that guys do. I'm gonna say no. I mean, men, chime in. I live with my mom. She went away for a week on a business trip and I invited my boyfriend over to stay with me since I don't like being alone. We have a camera in the kitchen because our housekeeper once yoinked a few things from the fridge. My boyfriend and I have remote jobs. We were set up in my bedroom and my boyfriend excused himself to the bathroom. I didn't think much of it. He came back a few minutes later. Whatever. Normal behavior. My mom sent me footage of him peeing in the kitchen sink a few hours ago. I'm stunned. There were plates and cups in the sink. He didn't even properly scrub it. I'm gonna throw up. Just a quick rinse. I'm honestly disgusted and I don't know what to do. Is this normal? I've never been around men much in my life. My dad isn't in the picture. So far, our relationship has been really good. He treats me well, he is loving and caring, and remembers small details about me. It's the type of relationship I dreamt about as a kid, but this just shattered my dream. I don't know if I can get past this. I haven't confronted him yet. I guess I just want a second opinion or third. My mom says it's nasty, but she's letting me decide what to do. So, am I overreacting? I just got some questions. Why is the bathroom not available? There's way too many questions. I'm not even gonna waste my time. Let's just keep reading. So many concerns in my head and questions. We need more details here. Edit. I will confront him today. I just want to hear why he did it. I know it wasn't an emergency because the bathroom was open. Someone suggested sleepwalking. It was in the middle of the day. We were both awake, so I don't know. I'll see what he says. I am more grossed out after realizing this isn't normal. You know, like I've seen men like go outside over the bathroom, but a sink? We have an update and it came the next day. It wasn't a hard decision after reading all the comments. Peeing in a sink is disgusting behavior and it's extremely disrespectful. Not just to me, but my mom as well. Everyone who said I'm overreacting and that it's normal behavior, you are weird. I decided to confront him to see what he would say about it anyway. I made us some lunch and then we went out to eat on the balcony. I had no idea how to bring this up. I'm not usually confrontational or blunt, so this was all new territory. I must have been acting strange because he asked me what's wrong, and that was as good as an opening as I will ever get. So I just flat out asked him if he peed in my sink. People mentioned he might get upset and lash out. I was fully preparing myself for that, ready to dip at the first sign of violence or something. I did not expect him to break down crying. Full body sobs, curled in on himself, pulling his hair. I was speechless. I've never seen him like this before. He kept repeating, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. He was on the verge of hyperventilating or something. I wasn't about to comfort him until I got a proper explanation. I asked him why he did it. He calmed down after a while and started explaining. Guys, I don't even know how to type out what he said. I'm just stunned. Oh my God, what is he about to say right now? Apparently, there's a whole community out there dedicated to getting in touch with your more primal, animalistic side. He asked one of these guys how to attract my primal side more. This guy gave him a list of things to do that are so insane. I don't know how he thought this was okay. He has never discussed any of this with me before. I didn't even know he was a part of this group. The guy recommended that after a long day of working, exercising, and sweating, he rubs his body odor on some of my things. I'm trying not to be judgmental, but I'm judging. This counted as not only marking his territory, but me constantly inhaling his scent, and that it would strengthen our fated bond. And the peeing on the plates and cutlery, apparently his pheromones will subconsciously make me want him more. It would make me feral and have me jumping on him every second of the day. Not only is this extremely gross, but it's also crossing my boundaries. I suppose I am a bit of a prude because I haven't slept with him yet. Nothing against him. I'm just scared of intimacy. He told me he's okay with that and that he would wait as long as I needed to be comfortable. I just hope he's not paying for this group or advice because, sir, you are getting scammed, okay? I think this guy is mentally ill. There are so many other things I can't even mention because I'm sure it will get this post removed. But at the end of the day, this guy was deliberately peeing on my plates to seduce me. So I told him to get the out of my house. I told him he should be ashamed of himself. I told him we are over and to never contact me ever again. He started crying again and tried to apologize. I gave him 10 minutes to collect all of his things before I called my neighbor, who is a police officer. He gathered his things, got in his car, and left. I called my mom and I cried for a solid hour. She's coming home from her trip early and taking me to Build-A-Bear. Childish, I know, I don't care, it's comforting. But guys, I thought it would be the end here. I thought this nightmare was over, but I got a call from his mom a few minutes ago. He went to his parents' house in tears, telling them that I broke his heart and called him a disgusting pig. He was there acting like he's some kind of victim. She luckily just wanted to hear my side of the story. He didn't even tell his mom why I dumped him. Safe to say she was equally as grossed out and disappointed. She apologized and even offered to replace our plates. I just told her that I want him out of my life and to please keep your son away from me. I wish this wasn't true. I know how insane this sounds. I have cried myself red in the face. I want to wake up from this nightmare. I wish this wasn't my life, but alas, who knows? Maybe one day he'll find a girl who's into that, but that girl is not me. That was so gross. I'm gonna throw out everything that was in the sink, wash all my stuff 3 times, take a long shower, book myself a therapy session, and just I'm going to bed. Ugh. Yeah, like, sir, I need a list of everything you rubbed your sweaty body on, please. Like, what do you mean? Where? Oh, I'm not even like a germaphobe, but oh, I don't like that. Nope.
Don't like that.
When I'm at the gym, I actually use like the, sanitizer that you use to wipe down your machines. I will always clean my phone too with it every time I'm there. There's just stuff everywhere, Well, not that I'm thirsty right now after that story, but we do need to hydrate. It's hydration station. Drink your water. This is your reminder. Cheers. Hope you're having a better day than she is. We are putting on clear lip gloss because I don't want to add any more to this color. And after this video, I will probably wipe it off. Oh man, now it's getting on my clear tubey thing. God, I've never hated a color more. I am not wearing that again.
Hello, how was your nap?
Your fans have missed you. They haven't seen you. They want to say hello.
Did we go for a big walk the other day? And it was so nice. The sun was shining. Oh, wasn't that fun? Yeah, you're like, I want to do it again. I'm ready to go. Yeah, it's raining, boo-boo. It's not very nice out right now.
Next story. An anonymous person messaged me, female 27, saying that my boyfriend, male 29, of 3 years, was arrested. Well, that's one way to find out. This story came April 10th, 2026. I've been with Jason for just over 3 years, and I've never had any concerns or obvious red flags about his behavior. He has always been very respectful to me throughout all of our relationship. We moved in together about 8 months ago, and our relationship has been pretty solid. I barely ever use Facebook, so never really got around to changing my relationship status on there. But 3 weeks ago, I just randomly decided to do it and to tag Jason. All the public comments on that post were normal things you would expect from family and friends, even though everyone I know closely already is very aware that we're in a relationship. I didn't think anything of it, and I just moved on with my life. Last Sunday, however, I opened back up my Facebook and I noticed I had a message request from the day after I posted the relationship status. I opened it, and the name of the account wasn't a name that I recognized, but it was a male name. They had sent me a long message saying they saw my post and thought that I should know about Jason's past. They said they knew Jason and said that 7 years ago, Jason was arrested for serious crimes that I'm not sure I even feel comfortable saying on here. But they were very, very, very serious claims. They said in the message that they thought I should know. In my country, arrests are not public information unless the person admits guilt or is found guilty. And I found nothing when I searched his name. I messaged them back and I asked them who they were and how they knew Jason, and how I knew if what they were saying was true. They replied saying they knew Jason from years ago when Jason was arrested. The user said he wasn't giving his real name and that I didn't need to believe him. He asked Jason about it. I messaged back and he had read some of them, but then went offline and didn't answer any of my questions after that. Obviously, reading it all made me very anxious and I didn't know what to do, and I had no idea if I should even believe what this person is saying. I didn't say anything to Jason that day, but it was really eating at me, and Jason noticed that I was being a bit off with him. So I asked him to talk and I said that I had gotten a weird message from someone claiming things about him. He looked confused. He asked what they said, and so I told him what the account said. His face went red all over and he looked genuinely panicked. That's not a good sign, right? He said it wasn't true, but he looked very panicked. He said again, that's not true. He got up, grabbed his keys, and left. I texted him after he left and said I was sorry, that I wasn't accusing him of anything. I was just telling him about the weird message I had received. He said he understood, but he was hurt that I was even repeating those things about him, and he decided to stay at his mom's house for the night. He hasn't come back since. I am unsure if I acted wrongly here. I genuinely was not accusing him of what the message said, but I also feel like I had to tell him about it. I couldn't have kept it a secret. This has been our first fight that lasted multiple days. I've been texting him every morning saying I hope he has a good day, and he just heart reacts to them, but has not actually responded. I'm unsure if I acted wrongly here. I don't think you acted wrongly. If someone sent a message like that about me, I would want to know. Like, say it's not true, there's no truth to it at all. I don't know. Like, that's your partner. You tell each other everything. Of course you're gonna discuss that or have a conversation about it, because what if it is true? But even if it's not, I feel like I would still want to have a conversation about it. We have an update, and it came the next day. After I had read all the comments, I messaged him saying he needs to talk to me. He needs to tell me the whole truth, and because of his reaction, he needs to convince me of whatever he says. And he needs to do it by the end of today or the relationship is finished. He messaged back this morning and said he was coming over to talk. I do want to say though, he has never acted this way before. He has always been very communicative and able to express himself and his emotions without placing blame or anger, if you get what I mean. He's been in therapy since he was a child, so I suppose it comes from that. So the way he acted when I told him about the message was very unusual and it shocked me, honestly. So he came over and we spoke. He told me that this is difficult for him to speak about, and I said I appreciated that, but he needs to be honest with me now or we can't continue our relationship. He told me that what the message said was true, but it wasn't how it sounded. I'm going to tell you exactly what he said because I'm honestly still at a loss and I still feel very confused and overwhelmed. He explained his side of the story. He brought me a file with documents inside. He said that is all the evidence he has to explain what happened. He went through them with me, explaining as he was going through them. His story was that he was hired by a family as a sort of live-in babysitter. He would stay in the house looking after the children during school breaks and weekends while his main job was a teacher. He says that he realized in hindsight that their oldest son, Max, who was 14, oh boy, had some sort of crush on him. Jason said that with retrospect, he should have realized sooner and done something to protect himself, but he said he didn't realize until it was too late. I asked Jason to explain what he meant because that didn't make sense to me. He said he worked for the family for almost 5 years, and so he had seen the 3 children grow up, that the parents treated him very much like he was part of the family. Then he said in the last year, Max started acting strangely around him. For example, he said when Max got a phone, the parents asked Jason to add him as a contact. So, for example, if Max wanted to go out with friends while Jason was babysitting, Jason agreed to it. It was okay for a while, but then Max just started sending him a lot of messages and calling him midweek just to talk. Jason said that he thought it was weird, but wasn't sure how to communicate that, so he just stopped responding to Max completely while outside of the role as the babysitter. He told me a lot more details, but I don't want to share everything here. But it led up to one day while Jason was babysitting where something happened, where Jason realized that maybe Max had some kind of crush on him. So Jason said he told him that his behavior wasn't appropriate and that he was going to have to speak to his parents. Well, apparently he went crazy and locked himself in the bedroom. Jason said he immediately called his parents and said they needed to come home. Guys, because this is such a, serious subject in the story, I'm just gonna I have to be very careful with what I'm saying and breeze over some parts and keep it very general. So he spoke to the parents. Breezing past that, Max made some claims. There was an arrest made. Jason said the investigation lasted 6 months, but the only time he actually spent in jail was when he was waiting for his lawyer to arrive when he was first arrested. He said he knew he was innocent, so he complied with the police as much as he could, but he said it was the worst time of his life. Jason said because of it, his girlfriend at the time broke up with him. He lost both his jobs as the babysitter, obviously, but also because he was arrested and under investigation, he lost his job as a teacher too. Yeah. He said that time of his life was hell and he never wanted to revisit it. When he said he was cleared of charges, he just wanted to forget about it and move on with his life. I asked why he didn't tell me any of this before. He said that's not something people understand when you explain it. He said he was sorry for how he acted, but he was just shocked and so confused about who even would know this. After he explained everything, it took some time just reading through all the documents that he had. They were supporting what he was saying. I said and asked if I could talk to his friends about this or something else so I can try to understand. He said no, which shocked me a bit. He said none of his friends know about this and he wants to keep it that way. He said I could talk to his parents or his sisters about it, but not his friends. We spoke a bit longer and I said I would prefer if he stayed at his mom's house until I finished processing everything. He said that was a good idea, so we decided to meet up tomorrow to talk again, but I am so confused and I feel like I don't know what to do. I don't know if this is the update you were expecting, but I'm genuinely at a loss and I don't know what to do anymore. Okay, well, yeah, neither do I. I did not expect this to take such a serious turn. Very sensitive subject here, so we're gonna have to censor ourselves in the comments section. But if you were in her position, how on earth are you possibly handling a situation like this, especially since it is so incredibly serious and sensitive? Let me know your thoughts. Be careful what you say so nothing gets reported or banned, please. And I'll see you in the comment section. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. I'll see you tomorrow.